Elrufai mocks plan to hold 2 million man march for P2B in Kaduna. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Governor Nasir Elrufai of Kaduna State has reacted to reports that the 2 million man march will be held in the state for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, P2B. I want the people to remember that there was a time when they want to hold, I think, a conference in Kaduna, and that conference, people that rented it out, I mean the owners of that particular event center, they did not give it out, and when it was traced back to Kaduna State government. Well, let's find out more, the news in detail. The announcement for the march was also made known on Twitter, where Elrufai also reacted. The governor mocked that the crowd for the march may have gotten into the state through overnight bus. The governor tweeted, in Kaduna, not Kaduna Twitter, I hope you get 200 persons on the streets, including those in Port that cannot open their shop on Mondays and came on an overnight bus last night. I just a laugh, wallahi tilahi. Elrufai and Obi had some run-ins in the past which saw the Kaduna governor getting detained in a hotel by the Department of State Services in Awka, Anambra State, when P2B was governor. Elrufai had said P2B is a tribal bigot. Elrufai tweeted. He was widely quoted on national television that the SSS was right to detain me for 48 hours in a hotel in 2014, and on the ground that Elrufai has no business being in Anambra State as it is not Katsina State. I sued the SSS and awarded 4 million naira damages. Recently, the P2B support network in a statement accused the Kaduna State government of blocking the national summit for the Labour Party candidate from holding in the state. The statement read partly, we condemn the decision of the governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir Elrufai, to block the hosting of the Northern Summit for P2B and Senator Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, and his running mates at the Arewa House in the state. The decision of the governor is disheartening at a critical point in time when northern Nigerians are desperate for development and liberation from poverty due to maladministration. The governor of Kaduna State is intimidated by the rising profile of P2B across the length and breadth of the country. The governor should know that this is a people's movement which can never be stopped. The movement represents all oppressed Nigerians and everyone that desires good governance, and Governor Elrufai is too small to suppress it. Like I said before, if you have not known, let it be known to you that if there was even the summit that was supposed to hold in Kaduna, and according to them, the event that they're supposed to be used, they went there and they said no, that they could not use it any longer. Reason they find that, and it was traced to Kaduna State government on grounds that I do not know of. If this is true, I'll say why is Elrufai doing that? I mean, you can still go to some places and contest for presidency, and they're not going to stone you. They're not going to even do that. At least you do whatever you want to do and you leave. This is a political something. To me, it is not supposed to be personal. You should not bring your personal business down into politics, if you ask me. Elrufai is afraid of Obi Datti movement. Well, whether he's afraid or not, whatever he's doing, like I said, even if they're having a rift before, they should make sure they settle it out of, this campaign and this politics. They should be settled out and not in. All right, well, to me, I will keep saying this over and over and over again. It is totally wrong. And in as much as I was okay, people have the choice. People that didn't get their mouth, make them talk with it, they want to talk. I am also of the opinion that it is really wrong to underestimate a particular movement. I think that is what Elrufai is doing. I think Elrufai is underestimating them. And I've said, if you're a party, whether you are the biggest party, in fact, even the smallest of a small, you come and release it, because at the end of the day, that smallest of a small don't cause problems for you. It is better to be over prepared than to be under prepared. That is what I think. All right. Well, I will keep saying this over and over again. It is better to be over-prepared than to be under-prepared. And let me even say this. I don't think if, for instance, now let me say, if it was Nasser Elrufai that was coming out to contest for presidency, or he was a vice presidential candidate running me too, maybe let's say Atiku. I don't want to believe that at the end of the day, what's it called? I don't want to believe that at the end of the day, people are good. What's it called? Anambra State now. Governor Chukwu Masoludo, who is the present governor of Anambra State, will come out now and start telling Governor Nasser Elrufai that he cannot do, because that time is going to sound so absurd. It's going to sound absurd. So to me, and I think the people who is going to decide are the people of Nigeria, not even P2B, not even Elrufai. At the end of the day, it is the people of Nigeria that will even decide who at the end of the day is supposed to be sitting where or wherever. That is the truth. At the end of the day, now we go decide. So no matter what anybody talk, people of Nigeria, now we go to decide. This is why I am singing and I'm saying we should do the needful. We should do the needful by ensuring that all right. Well, at the end of the day, this is going to sound, how am I going to put it now? Will it sound okay? Yes, it will. Now, me and you now go vote. So, we should know by now, and I want to believe we know by now who we're going to be casting a vote for. Okay. Another thing that comes to mind whenever I hear this is that Governor Nasser Elrufai, is he like, I don't want to believe he's being tribalistic. Exactly. A governor is not even supposed to be tribalistic. A governor, a president, in fact, as far as you're in public service, you are supposed to be pledging allegiance only to that office or that position you hold. Meaning you're not supposed to be tribalistic, you're not supposed to be religious bigot. If you're any of this, then there's a problem. And I don't think God Elrufai is actually showing that he's none of this. With this one, the first one they had was that particular summit they wanted to hold in Kaduna, which I do not know if it was finally held. And now this again, to the best of my knowledge, or if I want to say, I would advise Governor Nasser Elrufai to what's it called? Allow them to do whatever they want to do, and don't underestimate any of the political parties. All right, and this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning into the listen. Until I come here next time, enjoy the rest of your day.